Hey, this is Ish. In this video, I'm sharing my experience on Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas, my first cruise ever. I'll show you my room with an ocean view balcony, discuss the food, and share my trip to the Bahamas and perfect day at CocoCay. With so much to cover and share, let's take it one day at a time to get the whole experience. However, feel free to use the chapters to jump to any part of the video that interests you most. Day 1. We flew into Orlando Airport. Several options exist for taking a shuttle from Orlando to Cocoa Beach, where the ship is docked. Shuttles are available to pick you up from the airport. Upon our arrival, we picked up a rental car. We drove down to Cocoa Beach, just over an hour's drive from Orlando, and spent the night there. Since we had the rental car, we parked at the Park and Cruise Port Canaveral parking. Their staff was friendly, and there was a shuttle to the port after parking. The driver gave us information on where to catch the shuttle when we returned. They also had restrooms, which was a plus. Since we completed all our necessary checks via the app the day before boarding, we were upgraded to express boarding. This allowed us to avoid long lines and go through the fast lane. I recommend completing the check-in process as soon as possible. Upgrading to express boarding saved us a lot of time. We boarded in about 5 minutes instead of 2 hours of waiting in long lines. Onboarding. The ship is stunning. As of this recording, the Utopia of the Seas is the world's second largest cruise ship and the 6th vessel in Royal Caribbean's Oasis class. According to good old Google, Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas, it can accommodate over 5,000 passengers in double occupancy. The ship has 18 decks, 2,834 staterooms, and 2,290 crew members. It's 1,188 feet long, 211 feet wide, and has a draft of 30 feet. It debuted in July 2024 and sails from Florida's Port Canaveral in Orlando to Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas, Perfect Day at CocoCay, and Nassau, Bahamas. The ship offers 3-night sailings on Fridays and 4-night cruises on Mondays. Utopia of the Seas has 21 restaurants, 5 pools, 2 casinos, and an ice skating rink. To start our trip, we ate at Windjammer on the 15th floor as soon as we boarded, since our room was not ready until 1 p.m. They have a hand washing station, and the washi dances and sing songs, encouraging everyone to wash their hands. We can all appreciate that in a post-COVID era. They're dressed up in funny costumes. I'm unsure if the washis get tipped that often, so tip them if you enjoy the performance and greetings. We found a fantastic food selection, but seats were hard to come by initially as people were waiting for their rooms to be ready. After walking all the way around, we found some open seats. Once we got to our room at 1 p.m., our bags hadn't arrived yet. At our door, though, were keys to our room in an envelope. The room key also acts as a credit card to charge our room for any purchases made on the ship, even if they were covered under your drink plan. Since they tap your card to charge you, and it's so easy, I was mindful not to get carried away. Utopia of the Seas room tour. We did a tour of our new room for the next few days. Our room was on the 12th floor and had a balcony with 2 chairs. There were 2 closets, a couch, a big window, and a television. The bathroom was also stunning. My girlfriend surprised me and had a bottle of champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries delivered to our room to celebrate our first cruise. I was scared the room would be small, but they optimized the space, and the cool thing was that our large suitcases easily fit underneath the bed. We utilized the drawer so we wouldn't have to pull our suitcases out constantly. My girlfriend is an overpacker, and there were plenty of places to store and organize her things and my stuff. There were also a mini fridge great for chilling our water. On deck 6, we got Utopia lanyards for about $12 a pop. This made it easy to carry our cards around and got me in the cruise vibe. We packed these remarkable water bottles for the trip to carry around water and ice we got from the ship. They were lifesavers when we were off the boat on dock days in the Bahamas and CocoCay. Refreshment package. We had the refreshment package, and because this was our first cruise, we made the grave mistake of not immediately boarding the ship and going to any of the bars to pick up the Royal Caribbean Souvenir cups that came with the package. The Souvenir cup allows you to use the endless flavor Coca-Cola machine that reads the chip on the bottom of your cup. If you don't have the cup, the machine doesn't work, and we had to wait until the evening of day 3 when they picked up more cups from CocoCay Island. Safety briefing. There's an essential safety briefing before leaving the port. Suppose you don't complete your safety briefing. In that case, they will sound the alarm and call your name multiple times over the intercoms, telling individuals to meet at their designated muster point. Hence, they know where to go in an emergency. The ship cannot leave until everyone has completed their safety briefing, so don't be the person who holds everyone's vacation up. When the sound system is activated, the TV pauses, if you're wondering why your TV randomly mutes at different moments on the cruise. Sail away party. Around 3 p.m., we headed to the pool area for the sail away party that started the world's biggest weekend. They had choreographed dancers and champagners who walked around dancing and squirting champagne into the mouths of individuals who were 21 and up. In the pool area on deck 12, they had an ice cream machine and a food truck. You can grab yummy snacks on the go for free. The sail away party was a party that got us all in the weekend mood. Dinner, main dining room. We made reservations for dinner at 7 p.m. in the main dining room, which was beautiful. Our waiters, Elmer and Angelo, were funny and courteous. We ordered the artichoke dip and crab cake as appetizers. We ordered the prime rib and the New York strip for the main meal. We ordered the key lime pie and the vegan peanut butter bar for dessert. Everything was great. There are no pictures of the main course because we devoured it. Later that evening, we attended the all-in signature production show at the Royal Theater. It was my girlfriend's favorite show on the ship. It was like a Broadway show with dancers, singers, and drones. The best seating was definitely in the middle on the first floor. Unfortunately, people blocked our view on the second floor, and the rails made it hard to see. But all in all, it was a fantastic show. Day 2, we pulled into the Bahamas just before 9 a.m. and saw one of the Disney cruises shortly afterward. Comment below if you know what boat this is. We had breakfast at Windjammers. I appreciated the excellent breakfast buffet, and it did not disappoint. All the food was clearly labeled, and if you eat gluten-free, they make it clear to identify what has gluten in it and what doesn't. My girlfriend is gluten intolerant, and she said she was surprised by how many gluten-free options the cruise ship had and how easy and enjoyable they made it to eat gluten-free. We walked around the cruise dock area when we got off the ship. There were a bunch of colorful huts selling Bahamian food, clothes, and knickknacks, as well as a hair braiding pavilion. After getting some souvenirs at a local shop, we headed to the Bearded Clam Sports Bar and Restaurant. The Bearded Clam Sports Bar and Restaurant. The Bearded Clam is adorned with $1 bills hanging all over. Since we were in the Bahamas, we got Bahama Mambas there. Hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. The drinks were great. We also ordered the cracked conch with a side of plantains and baked macaroni. Conch is a delicious Caribbean seafood, and I've never had it before. Everything tasted so good, and for my first time having conch, I loved it. Bahama Rum Cake Factory. After that, we walked down to the Bahama Rum Cake Factory. It was about a 20-minute walk from the port and a sweltering walk. On the way, several taxi drivers honked and asked if we needed a very tempting ride, but we decided to try to walk off all of the food we had eaten on the boat. When you get up to the factory, it is hard to miss. They had many different flavors. Some samples were next to the cashier. We got 4 small rum cakes. We chose banana, pumpkin spice, coconut rum, and Irish cream flavors. The cool thing about the factory is they have a window so you can peek inside and see how the cakes are made. We purchased 4 cakes, which allowed us to get a shot of rum next door outside at the bar. We walked over and I bought an extra shot because nobody wants to drink alone. After our stop at the rum cake factory, we walked back to the port, which was much easier since we were walking on the shaded side of the road. From there, we took a tour of the Junkanoo Museum. Junkanoo Museum. What is Junkanoo? Well, it is performed every Boxing Day, December 26th, and New Year's Day. Junkanoo is a masquerade tradition that draws on the Bahamas' West African ancestral roots and publicly celebrates Bahamian identity and artistic expression. Since I have been to carnivals in several places, I wanted to check it out. The museum was small but well done, interactive, and organized. Tickets were $11 per person, but if you plan to go, check online for the latest price. We didn't have our fill of conch, so we stopped by a stand before leaving and got a fresh tropical conch ceviche salad. It was great that we tasted the fried and raw conch on the same day. We made our way back to the ship. When we returned to our room, our housekeeper placed everything back in order. There was a towel shaped like a swan or maybe another animal, but either way, it looked great. We were able to capture the view just as the boat started to pull away. That evening, we went to Windjammers for dinner. I spent a lot of time working on this video. So, if you're getting value from it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below if you have been on Utopia of the Seas or plan to board this cruise ship. Aqua 82. Afterwards, we caught the Aqua 82 show on the boat, which was terrific. Watching as they jumped in and out of the pool. As the show progressed, the heights increased until they jumped from heights that would scare anyone. My heart was racing, and I'm not even afraid of heights. They used tight wire, flew, and danced in the sky. It was a fantastic show and worth checking out. Here are some of the highlights. Decades Party. Immediately after exiting the Aqua 82 show, we entered the Decades Party. The music was from the 1970s, 1980s, and 90s. The ship's staff performed. They bumped and jived into the Decades music. We quickly found a good view of the show. Many passengers stood to watch or grabbed a seat at one of the restaurants. Pizzeria. With free food so close by, we decided to check out the Pizzeria. It was good with slices of cheese, pepperoni, barbecue, and vegetarian. Gluten-free options are available for those who need them, but you have to ask for them. We grabbed a slice to enjoy the show. Afterward, we headed to bed and prepared for our next stop, Perfect Day at CocoCay. Day 3. That morning, we had breakfast at Windjammer. This time, we decided to get fresh omelets made. The waiter took our order and handed us a pager to tell us when it was ready. Perfect Day at CocoCay. After getting breakfast, we disembarked from the ship. At Perfect Day at CocoCay, we didn't get lunch. I just had some ice cream and hung out on the beach chairs while we waited for our excursion. Snorkeling at Sandbar. We went snorkeling at the Sandbar. The boat picked us up from the shore excursion hut and took us to shallow water. We saw jellyfish, starfish, sand dollars, sand urchins, and other small fish. Our crew was all vibes. They were handing out rum punch and taking requests for music. We had terrific views of CocoCay and the docked Royal Caribbean cruise ships. The water was crystal clear and the area where they took us was not deep, perfect for those who can't swim. After we finished snorkeling, they took us to deeper waters, allowed us to jump off the boat and into the ocean, and taught us a Bahamian song and dance. It was a great way to end our shore excursion. Tired, we made our way back to the ship and to our rooms. Thank goodness for the trams. We may not have made it back. We again stopped at my favorite restaurant, Windjammers, for dinner for the Caribbean night. After grabbing food, we went to our first event of the night, comedy show. We attended the comedy show and saw 2 great comedians. From the beginning, the host let us know that the doors opened for easily offended people. The comedians were great and had us all laughing hard about life on a cruise ship and how it seemed like almost every passenger was from some part of Florida. Battle of the Sexes. Next, we went to the live game show, Battle of the Sexes. I had no real expectations, but it was one of the best events. I enjoy seeing ordinary people or others on the cruise do crazy things. The host also made or broke the event. Our host was terrific.
Cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came, country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff, bring something like a movie. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Artist out the ranch, I just told you that I'm bout it. I might take offense if you tell me that you doubt it. That's just what it is, yeah, I'm known to make it rowdy. Then I'm for the fit, and I drive a wide body. Who you know, but like this, nobody. Can't go slow, I gotta hit that body. I'm the top of the top, I can't never take a break. Yeah, I'm hot, and you not, that's why all my records bang. Oh, it's been a long, hard road, gotta go home, yeah.
The men dominated, winning 5 out of 5 events. Even the last one would have given the women enough points to win, but it wasn't to be. Sorry, ladies. Scavenger hunt. From there, we went to the scavenger hunt that I believe you had to be 21 and up to attend, which I didn't understand until the show started. The show was also excellent. It got everyone in the audience involved in finding different objects or performing various tasks, which was another fantastic way to see passengers doing multiple activities.
Inside out and backwards. That's not backwards.
Right after the scavenger hunt, a nightclub was in the same arena. They handed out complimentary white hats, which allowed everyone to glow under the black light. It was very cool. Day 4. This was our day at sea. We started the day with another breakfast at Windjammers. I think I'm beginning to see a pattern here. We got a view of multiple people ziplining on a boat. From there, we walked around the ship and I did the ultimate abyss slide down. It was quick but fun. Don't let having your stuff with you stop you from doing the slide. There's a rug you sit on to go down the slide, but you can put your things into it when you go down. Make sure you follow the rules so you don't get hurt going down. Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar. For lunch, we made reservations at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar, an Italian restaurant on board. As an appetizer, we had meatballs and soup. For our meal, we had Giovanni's pizza and lasagna classico. Before dessert, they gave us a complimentary limoncello to clear our palates. For dessert, we got the tiramisu and Nutella banana. After Giovanni's, we checked out Central Park and the running track. My girlfriend heard there were hidden areas off the track, and we walked around and found them. The views from that track area were quiet and beautiful, and the location was excellent and breezy. After that, we found the gym and walked through the spa. We stopped by the karaoke bar to pick up our complimentary togas for the silent toga party later that evening. Name That Tune. That evening we went to the live show Name That Tune. It's a game show style event where contestants try to guess tunes played by the crew's DJ, singers, and live band. At 10 p.m. we put our bags out so we wouldn't have to lug them off the ship. It's wild how fast they got everyone's luggage. When they say by 10 p.m., they mean it. We put our bags out a few minutes before 10 p.m. and looked out into the hall a few minutes after 10 p.m. The hall was empty and everyone's bags were gone. Silent Toga Party. We went to the Silent Toga Party in the solarium to close out our last night. 3 DJs were spinning hip-hop, rap, Latin pop, reggaeton, and American pop classic. We were able to pick up togas earlier that day at 4:30 p.m. It was okay if you didn't pick one up, as the staff had togas available and helped those who needed them tie them up. Day 5. We got one last meal at Windjammers and made the dreaded walk off the Utopia of the Seas. We quickly found our bags and caught the shuttle back to the rental. What did I think? It was great. And going on the second largest ship in the world just a couple of months after it debuted was a blessing and a curse. Now we've been spoiled. It's only downhill from here. My only complaint might be the elevators. Even though I loved how you can select which deck you're going to and it'll tell you which elevator letter to go to, it still seemed like it took a long time for the elevators to come. I thought it was cool how they changed the day of the week every day, so it's on the ground of the elevator, so you never forget. We tried to get to the elevator by midnight to catch them changing the day, but we got there a couple of minutes late, and the day had already been changed. These people move fast. I recommend checking out this cruise and plan to take more cruises. Even though our itinerary of things we planned to do every day was jam-packed and we didn't rest much, we barely scratched the surface of everything we can do on and off the ship. There's so much to do and see. If you got value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my most popular video about a unique, all-inclusive resort in Mexico, Hotel Xcaret. My name is Ish, and I challenge you to go out there and have a new experience today. Thanks for watching.